Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome. So, we are doing a tarot reading today. I hope you're well. Thank you for being here. My name is Ariane, and you're on my channel, Neptunian Serenity. Welcome or welcome back. I'm recording pretty spontaneously. I usually kind of prepare and plan out my readings in advance with the subject and everything, and I often do like pickup piles, which are quite long to make. And recently I've just been, like since yesterday or so, I've been kind of called to, I've been feeling called to just kind of hit record and pull some cards and channel a message for you guys. So whoever finds this, trust that if this finds you, there's a message for you here. Even if the message is like, to learn how to recognize your own guidance and not just take what I'm saying for you if you don't feel like it's for you. At the moment that I say that, there's a card that comes out. But yeah, if you are here, most likely like there's something for you here in this message. I'm maybe like when we get into what the message actually is, I'm gonna like put something in the title that's connected to what the reading ends up being about, but right now I have no idea what the message I wants to come out is about. So yeah, I'm excited, I'm curious, and I hope you're as well. So this card kind of came out on its own, so we're gonna just start with that and see what happens, see what it says, and go from here. So also, by the way, all the decks I'm going to use today will be listed down below. I always do that. Very pretty yellow stone. We are in Leo season as I record this. Oranges and yellows are very in season. Oh my god. What did I just say? I didn't see that. Leo sun, literally. Yeah. Some of you here might be Leo suns. I am a Leo sun. It's very soon my birthday at the moment that I'm recording. Okay, sulfur. Volcanic progress, inventive. Sourced from volcanic areas, sulfur is an excellent companion for bottled up emotions that can manifest as skin conditions, fevers, and emotional outbursts. Interesting. Sulfur has a negative electrical charge, allowing it to absorb toxicity and destruction from your surroundings. Sulfur also brings to light the natural disasters in your personal landscape, highlighting your shadows in order to clear the path for renewal. This opens up awareness of triggers that can cause eruption, placing consciousness in action. Okay. I'm getting a little idea of where we're going here. Definitely this is something that you're kind of meant to heal through your Leo placements if you have any, or during Leo season, which is, if you're not watching this at the time that I upload, Leo season is from like around July 22nd, 23rd to August 22nd, 23rd, right? Like the end of July and throughout most of August. Okay. Yeah, this is really interesting. So, I love like the talk about volcanoes, and it's kind of saying like, right, like emotions bottled up. So it's kind of like the metaphor of like when you erupt like in a crisis, or when you get upset, or when suddenly like you've pushed down your emotions for a really long time and then suddenly they just come out, but it's an eruption and it's quite destructive, or just not in a healthy way because you've never learned how to deal with your emotions, or you've been repressing them for really long. So this could be something that's happening for you if you're kind of wondering what's up with you. This could be it. I'm also really interested in like the psychosomatic aspect of this. So like all the references to like physical health conditions, like skin conditions, etc. You might have those literally, but I think this is also just saying like, you might have like a physical illness at the moment that you're not too sure why, or just some kind of chronic pain that doesn't heal, or you can't find the root cause of it. And this might be telling you like, hey, it's actually kind of psychosomatic. Psychosomatic essentially means that it's like emotional or mental challenges or conditions or bottled up emotions that can cause physical diseases. it's kind of, I mean, that's a concept that's existed in a lot of different ancient religions and ancient cultures of many different civilizations. Is it scientifically proven by modern Western medicine? Maybe not yet, I'm not sure. But I mean, yeah, I think there's a lot of wisdom within that. I do believe in it. I think it'd be really interesting to dig into that. Okay. So, okay, I'm being guided to use this deck. We're going to pull some tarot, get more information about this. Yeah, listen, this is so spontaneous for me. I usually even prepare all my decks before I even record. But we're letting go of perfectionism, right? Oh my god, look at that. Look! Strength! The Leo card. I mean, come on. Holy shit. Yeah. Some of you are definitely Leos, if you are, happy birthday. But I mean, there's this something Leo energy about this. If this is something psychosomatic, it could be something to do with the heart, because if you don't know, if you're not aware, every single zodiac sign rules a different part of the body. So you can kind of do like medical astrology, that's a thing. And Leo rules the heart. So maybe that's a hint for you. I do want to say it will kind of make sense because astrologically, you know, I'm also an astrologer, so astrologically, you know, this August 2022 right now, there are pretty challenging transits, especially to the sign of Leo. And I'm definitely feeling them. So if you have Leo placements, especially between, let's say, 13 and 20 degrees Leo, you're feeling them full blast, and that is the squares from the planets in Taurus, so Uranus, Mars, and North Node. And, you know, Mars being here and Uranus, those can be combinations of like accidents, injuries, health issues, and the square is an aspect of like tension and conflict. So there could be some kind of health stuff going on here for sure. As for Taurus, Taurus rules the neck, the shoulders, the throat. But yeah, it could be something else. Okay, oh my god. What the hell? Right as I'm talking about Taurus, the Hierophant, Taurus card. Oh my god, Spirit. Spirit is kind of crazy tonight. Okay. So I'm just gonna ask, I'm not sure if Spirit wants me to like, which of the two directions we've mentioned that Spirit maybe want me to go in full on. So for now, I'm just gonna ask like, what do you need to know? What's the most important message for you here tonight? And we'll see what comes up. Okay, so what's up, please, Spirit, for the people who have found this video? Look at that. What's going on here? I was gonna say what's going on with their health. Oh, okay. What's going on? Yeah, no, I've been guided to ask what's going on with their health. Oh my god. See when I start asking that question, how quickly the cards come out? Yeah. So what's going on with their health? Like, what's happening, or what do they need to know? Why have they been guided here tonight, today? Oh, yeah. Slippery. Wanted to come out. Okay, we're gonna start with this and see what comes through. Yeah, I could maybe kind of zoom in a bit. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mean, I can try as much as I want. They're never going to be exactly straight. Like me, haha. Okay, no, sorry. Okay, so here we have High Priestess in reverse, clarified by the Three of Swords in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse, clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the sun, which is the other Leo card of the tarot, right? Because it's the sun rules Leo. And again, I mean, we keep getting oranges, yellows, the sun, Leo, right? I mean, that's very clear. The sun clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Swords clarified by the Hermit in reverse. And at the bottom of the deck, the Two of Wands. Okay. And in this deck, if you see properly, there's even like some golden stuff here. Yeah, that's probably why I was guided to pick this one out today. Because I have multiple tarot decks, and it's never a coincidence. It's always like synchronicities or being guided by spirit. Like I always choose kind of intuitively which ones I need for each reading that I do, and there's often like a reason why. So that could be it. So this spread is actually pretty well balanced. Yes, there are some challenging cards. There are some cards that are kind of blocked here. There's a kind of blocked energy here. But these, listen, the sun and the Wheel of Fortune and both together, that's a really beautiful combination. So if you're wondering, yes, there is hope for your health and also your life in general, in case you're wondering. Because some of you could be feeling quite down is what I'm getting, and some of you, yeah, it's like I'm seeing like someone like covering something or kind of like how do I say this, the imagery that comes to mind, since yeah, I'm clairvoyant, so I do see stuff sometimes. When I do readings, I'm also clairaudient. Sometimes I'll say like, oh, I'm hearing this, I'm hearing that. I don't know why I'm explaining that, but maybe some of you are wondering. Yeah, I'm kind of seeing like, it could be like someone like closing like a blackout curtain when it's very sunny outside. I'm really seeing like the sun, kind of like half of it, like as like a half moon, and then someone's like, no, like closing the door or like pushing it down. And I feel like that's very symbolic for some of you. There's something about pushing your own shine down, pushing your own individuality, originality down, forcing yourself to be kind of lower in status, I'm hearing. Okay, lower in, yeah, that can mean many different things, but there's something about like suppressing your own solarian energy, essentially your own sun energy, and some of you have a quite strong one, which is why I'm saying some of you are Leos, right, or have Leo placements, right? We have an entire birth chart, not just the sun, so you could be like a completely different sun sign that's not Leo, but then have like Leo moon or Leo rising or Leo Venus, whatever it is, right? Leo midheaven for some of you. Yeah, Leo midheaven would actually be quite interesting, because if your only Leo placement is Leo midheaven, you're probably a Scorpio rising, and it's actually, you're meant to shine and kind of liberate the sun energy, but it doesn't feel very natural or easy for you to do than for other people with other Leo placements. But okay. Yeah, there's something about, yeah, suppressing yourself. That's the theme here. And that's exactly why those cards and those themes are coming through so strongly in this reading. Like, it's crazy, like constantly Leo, sun, orange, yellow, right? There's a reason why, and it's because it's like, don't miss me. Like, look at me in the eyes, face yourself. And I'm literally, my eyes are going to, I have like on my shelf over there, where all my decks are. I'm looking at the one I have one that's called the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, and that like just drew my eyes immediately. It's like, sun. yeah. I was, oh my god, yeah. Literally, I was going to say, oh my god, I'm becoming kind of annoying saying sun all the time, but then I feel like that's your energy, because I'm like, then I was like, no, why would I say that? And if people think that, then like, whatever. So some of you could be kind of, oh, I heard dumbing yourself down. Okay, yeah, that's a lot. Or just kind of, some of you feel like you're a lot. You feel like you talk a lot, that you talk maybe loudly, that you gesticulate a lot when you talk, that you are very like expressive, like a lot of emotions and different tones and intonations when you speak. Maybe you have like really strong and diverse like facial expressions. Maybe you have like an actual like large body and you feel like you're taking up too much space. You're yeah. Yeah. Yeah, some of you I'm hearing, some of you like if you're larger weight wise, like physically, it could be like a psychosomatic thing. If you kind of feel like at one point in your life kind of randomly you started gaining weight and you don't understand why, or you don't feel like that's your like natural normal weight, it could be because because you used to hide yourself so much that all that energy had to go somewhere and wanted to take up space somehow. So it went in your literal physical body to be able to take more space physically. Wow, that is so interesting. Okay. Okay, so let's get more cards from this other deck. I was literally thinking like, oh, I don't usually read like this. I usually like will talk longer about the cards that I've pulled out, but this, I'm just being called today to do things a bit differently, so. Okay, oh, yeah. Oh, that wasn't very good. Oh, you didn't see me. Good. Yeah, there's something about hiding yourself, and this is really why, I mean, yeah. Embracing your joy. Yeah, embracing your joy. Yeah, like this isn't just about doing some like really dark, I was gonna say boring, some really dark, boring, difficult shadow work for you. This is also like literally just embracing your joy and letting yourself feel your joy as strongly as it comes through for you is part of like your healing process, because I feel like you might have even blocked that off, which is really sad. Because the sun is literally the happiest card in the tarot deck. That's literally what the sun means, happiness. It's also about the inner child. Yeah, maybe when you were a child something happened to you, or you were told that you were kind of too much or too like childish when you were like an older kid or a teen. Yeah. Yeah. So it's not just, yeah. So it's like even the way you express joy was like too much. So you kind of push that down. Okay. Which is, yeah, I mean, that's so, wow, that's so funny. That never happens to me. It's like, there's some other messages I'm getting from these cards, but I was going to say them, but it's almost like Spirit is like, not yet. Okay. Let's see what this deck has to tell us. Oh, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh. So some things that could have happened to you because you've kind of pushed your true authentic self down. It's not, let me correct myself. From what I'm getting, it's not that you're not being authentic to yourself. It's just that you're like, because you know, some people like they're so inauthentic that they've like hid the true version of themselves, and they kind of like created and developed a character that's not them at all, and they kind of play that in their day-to-day in the way that they show up and connect with people. That's not what I'm feeling for you. What I'm feeling for you is that you are your authentic self, but like dimmed down. Yeah, I'm literally seeing like the image of like someone like lowering like the luminosity on their phone. You know, the sun once again. So it's like you are your authentic self, but like only like at 50% intensity kind of thing. Okay. Some things that could have happened for you because of this. Yeah, it's like you blocked yourself off from a bunch of things, from a lot of abundance in your life, and abundance in the many different meanings of the word, because of this issue. Yeah, you don't even let yourself be passionate, or if you think that you do, it's like you actually have the potential to be so much more passionate than you think. Yeah, what's that here? Yeah, Magician. Okay, where do I put this? Here. Okay. So 10 of Coins in reverse, King of Swords, the Fountain in reverse, Knight of Wands. Okay. This is the reason you don't have money. Okay, I'm sorry to tell you, or you're welcome. I don't know. This is the reason you don't have money, or the reason why you don't have enough money, whatever that means to you, or as much money as you would like, because this card, I don't know if it was seen on camera, but it kind of came out like flying through, or I think when I first saw it, it was like this, then when it kind of fell down on the table, it was reversed. So this is, and you know, the 10 of Coins, this is kind of like, this is probably the best money card of the tarot. I mean, the 10 is always kind of like the completion, the most of something, and this is 10 of Coins, so you can see here, this cute little fortune, right? So this is telling me like you have the potential to make like a lot of money, to have some kind of, I'm hearing dynasty or legacy, like enough money to like pass down money to your descendants when you die, like a good amount, or like I'm hearing buy properties, interesting, or like just create generational wealth, or at least like like for example, you have enough money to travel, and not only do you have enough money to travel, you have enough money to like take some people that you love on the trip with you, something like that, right? So like having enough money, like being rich enough that like you enjoy it, and you also let like other people are able to benefit from it and enjoy as well. So a lot. That's great. Okay. And a lot is very subjective. So, you know. So, yeah. So it's going to be a different, like, amount for everybody. But whatever amount makes you think, like, oh, I would feel very abundant and comfortable and ready enough to just kind of enjoy my life and do expensive things and buy expensive stuff and make sure everyone in my family is safe and has enough. If they don't, I can loan them some or give them some. Whatever amount that is to you when I say that, like whatever comes to your mind, that's kind of like something that you definitely could have. So it could be different for every person, but either way, it's just saying like it's like you're supposed to have this. It's not just like you have the potential. It's like you're supposed to have this. It's like it was written. It's like when you're, if you believe in reincarnation, I do. But you know, the whole thing about like soul contract, that like, so if in case you don't know what that is, it's the idea that, and it kind of goes along with the idea, with the concept of reincarnation, that like, when your soul kind of decides to take on this new life that you're living right now, because that's the idea, it's that like your soul chose this life, there's kind of like a soul contract of like the big events of what you're going to experience in this life, like what who your parents are going to be like, what your upbringing's going to be like, sometimes what kind of traumas you might experience, what kind of blessings you might have, right? And then you kind of know all of that deep down, and you kind of agree to that. So yeah, so it's what I'm seeing is that for you, sorry, I'm just stuttering a lot. Okay, I'm hoping I'm intelligible. Blech. I'm excited. So it's not just that like, yeah, money might be like a stressful topic for you, which is why I kind of got like kind of lost almost. It's not just that you have the potential for wealth, it's like you're meant to have wealth. It was like written in your soul contract, you're supposed to have it, but it's a blessing that's been blocked off because you're not fully enjoying and embracing the fullness of who you are and who you could be. I do want to also clarify that it's not like or at least for most of you, I guess. It's not necessarily something that will just fall into your lap randomly all at once or from nowhere. Like, it's, you know, true manifestation is half like intention and you know, openness and manifesting rituals or whatever, and it's also like intentional action, right? But it's just like, this is possible for you. And essentially, like, you're not meant to feel restricted by money. You're not meant to, yeah. You're not meant to feel like you're lacking or to be like really stressed about money. Especially like when you are an adult, and especially if you're like a bit older and you've had like your career going on for like multiple years. Like it's not supposed to be happening, and it doesn't mean there's anything wrong. Well, I mean, kind of, yes, but you know, it's like it doesn't mean that this blessing was taken away from you. It just means that like you're not open to it. Yeah, okay. And I definitely see this in the Four of Pentacles here. You know, the Four of Pentacles is a card. You see how I'm telling you, like, this is like the tarot cards kind of follow themselves with kind of like a journey throughout, and this is the number 4 and this is the number 10. So it's kind of saying like you're at number 4 right now, and you kind of remain there because you're too scared to continue. You're too scared to lose anything, but you're not going on the full journey, and you're meant to have like the number 10, right? The entire thing. Four of Pentacles is a card where you have enough money to get by, and you feel like you've maybe accumulated a good amount, but you kind of have a scarcity mindset, and you're very scared to lose any money. You're very scared of having any changes in your money, so you very much cling to it a lot. You're not very generous. You don't let yourself have things that you see as like not useful or not necessary, because you're scared of spending money. Yeah, there's something about like every time money is brought up, or every time you need to like do a transaction, even if it's something like your rent, and you know that you have enough, and it's like you always have enough for your rent. Like, it's not supposed to be a big deal. It is always. And I know that now in 2022, like money and stuff and inflation has been crazy, but I feel like it's not because of that. I mean, maybe your stress has been exacerbated by that, but I feel like even before the pandemic, when things were like more normal, and there didn't seem to be as much of a threat over you monetary wise, you still felt that way. Oops, sorry. Okay. Akashic records could be something that helps you here. I don't know much about Akashic records. I know like the concept, what it is. I've never done it. I've never had a reading of it. So unfortunately I can't do that for you. There are many people who like do Akashic records readings. You can look into it, but it's kind of, from what I know, it's kind of the idea that it's like a library. Well, not like a real physical one, but it's kind of like this spiritual, like non-physical place where like all human wisdom and knowledge is stored in, and you kind of, if you know how, you can access it like spiritually. My explanation probably isn't the best, but that's, you get the idea, right? And I feel like that could be definitely a tool that helps you with this challenge. I'm also hearing past life, so there could be something here about your past lives. King of Swords to me, I mean, again, like, he's very colorful, and I feel like that's what's going on for you. Like, not showing your true colors, not showing how colorful you truly are. And the King of Swords, you know, the Swords cards, this suit of Swords and Tarot is about self-expression and communication, so that's what's lacking here. With the Three of Cups in reverse, clarified by the Four of Pentacles. This attitude that you have towards your finances of being very like clinging onto it and very tightly because you're scared is deeply impacting your ability to socialize with people and make friends. Okay, so that's connected. I know that might seem kind of strange, but it is. Maybe you've even lost some friendships in the past because of this, and maybe you don't even know, but yeah, this messes up with your energy, okay? Yeah. Because abundance, as we said, it's a lot of things. It's not just abundance is like having an abundance of money, having an abundance of friendships, having an abundance of love, an abundance of health, an abundance of beauty, like, you know, feeling beautiful, having a beautiful home, right? All those kinds of things. So it's kind of like if you like block yourself in one of those aspects, it's gonna like mess up your energy on the other things too. I feel like High Priestess in reverse here, underneath, clarified by the Three of Swords in reverse. There's something that, there's some sort of wound that is like almost healed, but there's like 1% that needs to be healed still. That's not being healed because you're renouncing your intuition. Your intuition is telling you something. I feel like you might have even heard the little voice inside your head clearly, and you're like, nope, that's not it. I don't know why. I understand that sometimes things like that are confronting, or it doesn't seem easy, but there's something that wants to kind of like whoop and go away here. That's within your heart, right? It's like the last sword wants to come out of the heart and go away, but it's like something you're kind of, yeah, there could be something also here about and this is something, you know, you need to forgive yourself for as well if you realize that that's what's going on. And I want to say it's something that's very common. There might be a wound here that you're not fully healing because you've tied it to a big part of your identity, and there's a part of you that's like, who am I going to be if I don't have that wound to define myself from? Okay, so some of you know what this is about already. Some of you, it's not as clear, but you'll figure it out. That's kind of the only thing I'm being guided to tell you right now. Yeah, and I want to tell you, like you had a full-fledged identity and complexity and wholeness and uniqueness before any wounds you've experienced in your life. Okay, so it's not like, yes, you might have to rediscover yourself, but it's not like when you remove the paint, there's a blank slate. Okay? That's not how it is. There is like parts of your personality that you just haven't uncovered yet, but they are there. Okay. So I'm gonna pull some oracle cards here. I feel like we're kind of at the near the end of the reading. Knight of Wands here also. This is very much about, I mean, again, it's a fiery card. Expressive card, passionate, very much go-getter, extroverted. I feel like that's a big part of your true self, and you're not embracing that, or not fully, for whatever reason. And you have a choice to make here with the Two of Wands, and the choice is kind of like, do I stay? You see this imagery here? This person is kind of like in like the tower of like a castle, very safe, and exploring like, oh, there's a beautiful sea and beach and a whole world outside, but is it safe to go? Like, am I gonna stay in my castle and just do the same thing forever? Or am I gonna risk going outside, right? And see, oh my God, I didn't even realize. Do you see here underneath, Page of Coins? Is this person outside or inside? Exactly. And this is how you're gonna reconnect and continue to heal your inner child. Stepping out of your comfort zone, doing that thing that you were scared of, trying out new things, new healing methods, traveling to new places you've never been to before, exploring new parts of your personality that you didn't know. Yeah, future. Look at that. And you don't, the problem is not, whoop, fell down. Ugh. Oh, look at that. Oh. The problem is not that you're tired. You know, like, I mean, obviously, like, resting and sleeping, that's always amazing. And your body will always thank you for that. But it's like, this is not, you're not starting it, like, this isn't about depression. This isn't about burnout. This isn't about exhaustion. This is just about masking your true self. This is about being inauthentic, and that's why you're exhausted. It's not just physical. So that's not going to be the solution, okay? Obviously it helps, but it's like, don't put all your eggs in the same basket with that solution. I feel like you've tried it before and just isn't really working. But look at these beautiful cards here. Positivity, love. I mean, beautiful. Look at them. Look how beautiful these mermaids are. Pretty. And then the future. Yeah, so this is time to start thinking about your future in the sense of like, what do you want? Do you want to stay in the castle or do you want to go explore? You have a choice to make, but you need to speak up and speak your mind. Yeah. Ace of Swords. And there's some kind of truth that needs to come out, something that needs to be expressed, something that you need to say. You might not even know what it is yet because you might first need to face that truth and to like with yourself and tell yourself that truth. Have those conversations with yourself. Yeah, there's something that you need to speak up about. Not necessarily like a social justice thing or like a conflict thing. It's more like something about yourself that you've kept silent or hidden for a long time that like needs to come out into the open. Yeah, maybe you're like in a job where you feel like you can't show certain parts of yourself, and now it's like kind of suffocating you, like mentally, emotionally, because it's literally, listen, Ace of Swords clarified by the Hermit in reverse. Literally, it's time to come out of hermit mode. It's time to stop hiding. That's the literal exact meaning of this card. Okay? It's time, loves. And that's exactly why you might be struggling during this Leo season, because the sign of Leo is all about showing up and allowing yourself to be seen. Maybe you're not a Leo, but maybe you don't often get along with Leos that you meet, and that's why. That's because they trigger you because of all this whole pattern here. So this could be why you're kind of struggling at Leo season, but you're not meant to struggle. Yeah, okay. So I'm also seeing like with all these cards here, you see how dark this card is compared to the other cards? Like that's where you feel stuck right now. But it's kind of like with the Sun, the Wheel of Fortune, positivity, love, future. It's like your future could be full of positivity and love. And Wheel of Fortune is again a sign of traveling. Yeah, there could really be something healing about traveling for you right now. Traveling is ruled by Sagittarius, the 9th house, which is another no, what's going on here? Another fire sign. I'm talking about Sagittarius, and we have free spirit. Yeah, very on brand. What do I want to ask here? What do I want to ask? Oh yeah, no, I feel like we need to pull a crystal card. Yeah, that's what it is. I just feel like pulling you one last card for one last card of advice for you. And then we'll close off, okay? So what's some advice or like some kind of healing message that these people need, or that they would heal them, heal their hearts? Yeah, there's really something about healing your heart here, because that's very Leo. Okay, can we get a card, please? Closing message. Okay, there you go. And I lit up in a stick of incense right before as I began the reading, and it's like really like just ending right now, so it's like perfectly on time, right? So synchronized. Okay, so beautiful stone. This is the tanzanite. Transmutation, illumination, psychic. Oh, there's a lot here. Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius, Pisces, Jupiter. Connecting you to spiritual realms and beyond, tanzanite assists in living with more awareness and bringing spirituality into your day-to-day. It helps navigate your journey between altered states of consciousness, from deep meditation to accessing psychic powers. Metaphysical abilities are enhanced with this stone, creating a direct line of communication between you and your spiritual team. Tanzanite unveils your true path, transmuting the old into the new, and acknowledging that the road is ever winding, your journey in constant flow. Trust your path. Trust your path. Maybe you want to acquire some tanzanite. Potentially that could help you with your journey, but that's not mandatory, of course. Okay, beautiful souls, I'm gonna leave your message here. Hope you enjoyed. Hope this brought you the guidance that you needed at this time. I'm sending you so much love from my heart to yours, so much healing. And if you like the video, please like the video to let me know. You can leave me a comment. You can subscribe to my channel if that's not done already. And I want to say, like, if you do subscribe, there's a much higher chance that my next videos are going to be for you, because you're going to be kind of part of my energy. Because every time I do a reading, and that goes for everybody online, right? Every tarot reading, it's like when we channel, when we pull the cards, the universe knows who's meant to see it or who's more likely to see it, and they're gonna like make a message come through for those people, right? So you see, like, if you subscribe, you're more likely to get messages directly for you in my next video. So if you enjoyed this, consider doing that. Thank you. You can book private readings if you would like. All the links are down below for that. All the information is in the description of the video. I will leave you and wish you a great day or great night, and I will see you soon, hopefully. Bye bye.